What's up, guys? And today's message is to chill when you talk. Relax your forehead, relax, breathe, even talk more slowly because I have this bad habit, and a lot of us do, where we over exaggerate our facial expressions when we talk. We need to be chill because I think that, squishing your forehead, which creates those lines here, that is a symptom of anxiety. And you need to think about what's causing that. Is it your shallow breath? So take a deep breath, maybe talk slowly. Or is it because you're putting too much emotion into your responses, which is something I do, and I need to get rid of that habit. Like, even there, I just had a little flinch right there. It's like a bad habit. I think we need to just slow down and get our point across without being over emotional, because by being over emotional and squinting our eyes, squishing our forehead, making all these weird faces that are just not normal, they're responses to stress or anxiety. We need to stop that because it's going to cause a lot of aging and reinforce bad habits that we've developed as coping mechanisms. For example, I think that if you don't breathe real deeply, you're going to be squinting your forehead or anything like that. And I've noticed it too, because I'm in the jaw surgery space. And every time I see somebody with a weak jaw or recessed jaw where the sleep apnea is obvious, and I just did it right there, I'm trying to beat it, their face looks way more aged. First, from the hypoxia at night, but second is from the way they speak during the day. I noticed that family, relatives, and people that just have recessed jaws or a small face, they're always like this, really high, really low. Like, they laugh really obnoxiously, or they talk a lot of obnoxious, a lot of highs and lows, basically. And I feel like people that have really good jaw development, since they always intake a lot of air from their big volume in the throat and nose, they're always going to be relaxed, because deep breaths, a lot of breath intake, makes you chill, right? So if you have a small jaw, a recessed jaw, and you have sleep apnea, well, this is something to focus on, so you can work on your muscles, so you can slowly change your bone structure. It ain't going to be everything, but it's a step towards a better life, a better better speech, better presentation, everything. And then do the jaw surgery to fix your structure so it's automatic, right? And now back to the general population. This applies to a bigger picture. I think if we just relax our face, we train ourselves to be more patient and open to listening and conversing with other people. I mean, when I think of a liberal, I think of a loudmouth person. Like, I mean the hardcore liberals, the memes, right? The Karens. I'm thinking of loudmouth, obnoxious, weak jawline, sleep apnea, like basically a degenerate person. So we need to combat that degeneracy, because a lot of our actions contribute to that degeneracy. If you're those obnoxious person or loudmouth, or you just ramble, and I have a little bit of that trait too, well, slow down your speech, breathe, relax your face, so you do not put that much emotion into what you say. Just be logical. That way you can save your forehead from wrinkles and save your face and age gracefully, or barely age at all. So it makes sense. You're not stressing your face. I notice every time I make videos and I put a lot of emotion into it, I frown my head so much that I'm exhausted, and it doesn't feel good at all. It feels like I just got in a combat scenario with a bear, and I barely made it out alive. Specifically with my face. It's too stressful. So breathe, guys. Breathe, chill, take a deep breath, relax, let the wind hit you, be outside in nature. The nature's gonna help you relax. So put yourself in successful environments that will not demands so much willpower. And when you engage with somebody, your girlfriend or your friend, dictate the dynamic that you want. Do you want one where you can present your true self and chill? You don't have to do too much to, get people to like you or be around you. Then this is the way to do it. Look, I just did it again. I got a little emotional and I kind of went up. I'm trying to be like, not dead eyes here, but like only motion should be happening here. Not here, nowhere. Just here. Well, the way to, be yourself and find the correct people around you is to just chill and talk chill. I don't know if the word stoic is the right word, but, just relax. Breathe. And from personal experience, guys, I know this is the right answer because I've been the opposite my entire life. I always tried to get people to like me, but they were just never generally like me for who I was, and probably because I was never who I really was supposed to be. I was always coping, so I was never a real person. And there's only a few exceptions where I was real in myself, where I was confident, believed in my abilities, I believed in the cause, and in those times, I attracted partners, I had a good good relationships with people, I was a captain of a team, etc. So, if we want to get that high feeling, if you've ever felt that, where you have real connections, chill, never stress, breathe, go back to baseline, chill out. This is how humans are supposed to be. We're not supposed to be stressed or over obnoxious when we speak. Minimal wrinkle lines, chill, convey your point, and, go on about your day and be happy. The only time we should be making expressions, that are beneficial is happy, or, their natural responses to something important to us. Like, we won, we succeeded in the hunt, we got delicious food, or the opposite spectrum. But other than that, guys, chill your forehead, focus on just using this. And the less emotion you just let unleashed, the better you'll control your mouth and the less wrinkles you'll have. Okay? That's what I'm going to title this video. So do your best, guys. Do your best. And this video is really for people who struggle with being their true self and, have coped to get other people to like them. I don't want to be that anymore. I'm just going to be me. Whatever it is, whatever me is when I'm chill and like this and controlled of my emotions and I'm relaxed and not stressing out on trying to get people to get close to me. That's me. And it obviously helps if you have a good jaw and you get a lot of oxygen in your body because, deeper breaths means less anxiety. So if you got to do jaw surgery, like I said, do it. If you got to do skeletal expansion, like I did, do it. If you got to get a frenectomy, do it. Look, I even filtered right there. I was talking about things that make me emotional, or I've had, emotional investment from, conversations or whatever. And my forehead wanted to go up, squinch the forehead. That is a bad habit. I do not want to do that because I want to stay stress-free and age awesome, or stay young forever, as long as possible. So yeah, guys, chill and breathe deep. Chill when you talk.